Hi guys. So I'm doing a project on cultural plunge. The culture that I wanted to explore was eating disorders because it's kind of like a way of living ish. It was inspired by my friend Ray, who is amazing and has got moved on, and it is beautiful to see her. And I saw her again today after a few years, and it was just so great to see her. So shout outs to Ray for doing this to me, for giving me the courage to talk about my problem. And shout out to my other two friends, Paige and Kalina, because they've gone through eating disorders and have happily moved on, and they are doing well as well. Well as well. My problem though is a little different. It's self harm, which you guys probably know about because I post videos about it. So here we go. Hi, my name is Sorella. I'm 18 years old. I was first diagnosed in 2011 when I was 15 or 16 years old. I started treatment in May of that year, and I have recovered for over a year now, a year and 2 days. So, how it affects me is that, or how it affected me, or still affects me, I don't know. But it affected me because it hurt me physically and emotionally. Um, because it I'm sorry, this is a really hard topic to talk about. It affected me emotionally because my body is my temple, and I've learned that recently actually. And gosh, um, it I learned that recently, and it's just your body is your temple. So when you hurt it, you hurt that temple, and you can't get that piece back until you recover. So that's why I recovered for a year, and there was other reasons too. The people that it hurts and affects is the people that love you, the people that want to be in your life and hate to see you in pain. Um, One of the things that actually stuck with me that my auntie Chona said to me a couple days ago was that because my mom and my sister are my world, so nothing beats them actually. Nothing beats them and everyone else in my family. So, um, she told me that when I cut myself, I hurt a piece of her. When I self harm, I hurt a piece of her, and I hurt them all together. And I thought about it, and I was like, that's kind of stupid. That's not true. They don't feel the pain that I feel, but they do. They do feel that pain because when you find someone who you really care about and has an addiction, it hurts you. It hurts you so bad. And I don't know why anyone would do that. And I don't know why I did that either. Um, Sorry. Hold on. So, my routine when I woke up, I would cut myself in the morning to get myself out of bed. I would take a shower and burn my cuts with the shower hose or shower head, and I would get up, go to school, hide my cuts, and move on with my day. When I got home, I would take that razor and keep cutting myself. School, I used to go to work, and now I'm going to work again because I have a new job. I would keep myself busy. I keep myself busy every day because I know that if there was a leeway time, then I would seriously hurt myself. And I know that I have a lot of time to think, and when I think, I overthink, and when I overthink, I just get crazy, literally. And so that's my daily routine now. I just go to school, try to keep busy, do some walking, and other stuff. And yeah, um, realizing what people said to me before, um, there was one thing, like I said, what my Auntie Chona said, and I want to make a shout out to her because she's so amazing to me and I love her so much. Um, Another thing, it's also, Ray actually reminded me of this because it's in her interview too, but someone told her that there's a difference between lapsing and relapsing. And when when Brian was alive, he told me the same thing. He told me there was a difference between lapsing and relapsing. And that relapsing means that you give up. You just forget everything and you give up. And lapsing is just taking, like Ray said, one step back and then you move forward again. So when you're in an addiction, don't feel bad for lapsing. You will always get back up if you want to. Another shout out to Brian because I miss him and he's taught me so much. And I love him. He's a great guy. So, something strange that I did, or something strange that I experienced when I was in an addiction, or am in addiction, was that I got irritated at people easily. I I don't have a problem really, or I don't have any. I had a lot of strange beliefs, is what I'm trying to say, and it was like it was the end of the world if I couldn't cut. I had this belief that I couldn't live on because I didn't cut, or I needed to die, and I would go to the extremes every single time because I thought that that's what was really going to happen. The world was going to end, and I would, or even worse, I would keep going and I'd stay alive. And that was my belief, that I would stay alive for the next day, and I don't want to do that. I felt like I felt like my problems were so severe that I would never get better, and that I was different from everyone else, and that I won't get better because I can't get better and there's no fixing it. But with the proper medication and with the proper therapy sessions and the proper positive thinking, I am not different from anyone else. I am just a normal girl, just like everyone else. People don't understand about Something that people don't understand about cutting is that it's seriously an addiction. Like, people think, oh, she's cutting for attention. She's not cutting for attention. He's not cutting for attention. They're crying for help. They want help, but they don't know how to say it. So they think hurting themselves is the only way to go. Some people do it just for pleasure. Some people do it for freaking suicide. And I can tell you I did it for both. I I cut for pleasure. I cut for suicide. I've done it all. And it was hurtful because you just wanted someone to notice your scars and tell you it'll be okay. But sometimes it wasn't. Sometimes you did it because you wanted to feel the pain that you could control, because you felt like you were out of control and everywhere. Um, um, Cutting to me is an addiction, and it is a terrible, terrible addiction, like everything else. It hurts, like, not everything else. There are good addictions, but addictions aren't really good, no matter what. When you're addicted to working out, you probably work out too much, and that's bad. And when you're addicted to anything that's harmful, it's obviously harmful, and that's bad too. So addictions aren't usually a good thing. Um, when I think of cutting, I think of the rush I feel. Um, I don't. I don't think I can get into detail with that, but what I would say to people who are going through a cutting addiction, or people who think about cutting, there's two separate things. People who think about cutting, put down the razor, put down the scissors, put down anything sharp, and get help. Because when you think of cutting, like I said, you're hurting your temple. And if you think that that's okay, then there's something wrong with you and you need to fix it. And you can't do that alone. You have to have support. You have to have something, and it'll help. It'll help everything. And that's what I want you guys to do. If you are cutting, I have made a year and I still get the urge. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I still get the urge to cut, and I still have depression and still bipolar disorder, and I'm never going to get rid of it. But there was a saying that my teacher told me, um, when a bad thing happens, not only when a bad thing happens, you will never say that was a wonderful thing, that I'm glad it happened. You will say that you got something precious out of it, but you will never say that that thing is, you were happy that that thing happened. It's a matter of time of accepting and moving on. So if you are cutting and are dealing with self-harm, then please, please, please get help, because it's not worth it anymore. You're just hurting yourself. You're hurting others. And why would you want to hurt people you love? So please get help. If not for you, then for me, or for whatever you believe in. I don't care. I just want you to be better. If I could have a world where there was no addiction, I would take that world in a heartbeat. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching my videos. Super long this time. Again. You guys have a great day, night, whatever. Thanks for watching again.